Hello everyone, my name is Kid Lee and welcome to my channel plan video for 2018. In this video, basically just gonna sit down and talk a little bit about what I'm going to do for the future of YouTube and Twitch in 2018. The theme, I think, for 2018 is going to be variety and experimentation. So, starting things off with YouTube, the first thing that is going to be new that I'm actually going to be bringing back is going to be my First Look series. This was actually something I did a couple of years ago, but then dropped it to try and focus more on SWTOR content. But I've decided for 2018 that I want to go ahead and bring it back for a couple different reasons. You know, on YouTube, I want to try and find a better mix of videos or content that you guys want to see versus perhaps other stuff that I want to do. And I think this First Look series is going to be sort of the first step in that direction. And for those who might not know what the First Look series is, it's basically when new games come out, whether they're big games or small games, I will do sort of a first impressions video of that game. Just general gameplay, general information on what it's about. So for anybody who's actually interested in looking at other games, this will be a series that you can actually go to and say, oh, you know, that's kind of a neat looking game. You know, maybe I'll check it out or buy it or whatever. So I've been trying to think here what my first video might be in that series. There's a couple that I'm looking at, but I haven't really quite nailed that down yet. But I'll try and definitely have the first one of those out at some point in the next couple of weeks. But let's go ahead and move on to SWTOR, because I know that's the big thing. For those who don't know, I am a member of the BioWare Influencer Program. So BioWare games, including SWTOR, will always be a big feature here on this channel. Now, for SWTOR, you know, the game's been out for 6 years. I've been really thinking a lot on how I want to try and do something different that the other SWTOR content creators are not doing. And that's really, really hard to do, again, after like 6 years. So I can tell you that the news, that is something that I will continue to do. That's one of the biggest and best things that I do for SWTOR is the news. And I know a lot of people really, really like those little news videos. I've had a lot of people request that I do a lore series. Now, again, I used to do a series called Tales from the Galactic Codex. So I think what I'm going to do for that is I'm going to bring that back in a limited fashion, do just a couple of them, and then see whether or not people like them or not. Because I stopped doing those because they weren't getting enough views. So I'm like, well, people don't like it, so I'm going to stop. So we'll go ahead and we'll try it again. I might change up the format a little bit, but like I said, we'll do a short run of those. I'll see how the views are, and then we'll go from there. Now, something else I want to bring back, and this is really the one thing that I don't see a lot of other people doing, are SWTOR machinima/funny videos. So I am going to do a new limited run of those. And again, see how those are. If they get good views, then we can keep doing those until the end of time. So that should be interesting. And of course, I will do the occasional guide video. But gameplay, I don't know how much gameplay I'm going to do. I didn't do a whole lot last year, and I think it'll be even less in 2018. And the main reason for that is because Twitch has actually taken over that for not only SWTOR, but a lot of games in general. It's like if you want to see gameplay, just go over to Twitch, watch somebody play it live, and you can actually interact with them, and it's a much better experience rather than just watching a video. I'm sure some of you know that on occasion, I will actually take my Saturday morning SWTOR show, and I'll port it over from Twitch to YouTube. And the views on that are, they're kind of iffy, but I know there are some who like it that I do that. So if you want me to continue to do that, I guess, you know, leave a comment down below and I'll consider it. Now, something else new that I want to do and this is for SOTOR and potentially other stuff, is I want to do a discussion style of video. I don't really want to do a podcast because there are already too many podcasts out there, in my opinion. But I want to do a discussion style video where myself and a couple others actually sit down on camera and we just discuss maybe a hot topic or a current topic or something that is either happening in SOTOR or the gaming world. One thing you have to do on YouTube is you always have to sort of keep up with trends. And I've noticed that that style of video is something that's become more popular over the last couple of years. And so if I can find a way to sort of squeeze that in to everything else that I'm doing, I definitely want to do that. And it'd be great, you know, I can grab other SOTOR influencers or just other people that I know, YouTubers, streamers, and again, just bring them in for that sort of limited show, one show at a time, and see if we can do something with that. That'll be really interesting. But for YouTube, that is sort of my goals at the moment. Just a first look series, discussion series, and then keeping up with the SOTOR stuff. I got a couple of other ideas in mind, but nothing like concrete at this point. And of course, you know, we could easily go 6 months in and I could sort of change my mind based on different things that I'm seeing. Because you've always got to stay ahead of the trends on YouTube. And, you know, if you don't know, one of the trends has been just leaving YouTube and going over to Twitch altogether. Because there's a lot of stuff that's been happening on YouTube that a lot of people really, really don't like. And so there's a lot of content creators that are ditching YouTube and going over to Twitch. So speaking of Twitch, I will say for 2017, Twitch was a disaster for me. I'm just going to say that, an absolute disaster. For those who don't know, I've been having internet issues for almost an entire year. It started back last February, and I burned a ton of vacation time in 2017 with the techs, the ISP techs here trying to get it fixed. And frankly, they don't seem concerned enough to fix the issue. And the actual issue that I'm having is my download speed is fine, but my upload is incredibly inconsistent. Sometimes my upload won't even work at all, but just very, very inconsistent. And when you're looking to do live streaming, you have to have a very consistent upload speed. Normally, I run roughly about 130 down to 15 up, and whenever I do like an internet speed test, you'll see my download speed. It goes like this. There's a nice little even line, but then my upload speed does this. It's like a roller coaster, and it's like, well, I can't stream while doing that. So I have so many plans for Twitch, so many things that I wanted to do, and last year I was only able to do about half of them because of the speed issues. And for Twitch, it's all about creating a consistent schedule and really planning things out, and I wasn't able to do any of that. And it looks like going into 2018, it's going to be the same. So I will basically just stream when I can. But I'll tell you, because of this issue, I'm looking at moving. Because doing YouTube and Twitch is that important to me. If I have to move to get a better ISP or a more consistent signal, I'm going to do it. But at this point, we're in the middle of winter, and I'm not going to move in the winter because that's just crazy talk. So potentially at some point in the spring, I could be moving, and hopefully that'll fix everything. But of course, I can always hope for the miracle that they'll actually fix the whatever the internet issue is. But again, after 11 months, I am not counting on it. So, but I think that, ladies and gentlemen, will pretty much do it for this sort of a channel preview video for 2018. I hope everybody enjoys the content, and of course, I'm always looking for feedback on what you guys like, what you don't like, other things you'd like to see, and pretty much everything moving forward. So I hope everybody had a fantastic holiday season, and we'll see you guys in the next video. So, of course, leave a comment down below. Everybody keep playing, have fun, and we'll see you next time.